Ever feel like your life's a runaway train, speeding along with no clear destination? Saint Carlo Acutis, a young guy from our modern world, found peace by living simply, focusing on what matters most, love for God and others. Carlo Acutis, who lived to just 15, left us a powerful lesson. Holiness doesn't require grand gestures, but living ordinary moments with extraordinary love. Despite growing up in a well-off family, he rejected materialism, choosing faith and kindness instead. Modern psychology backs this up. A Harvard study found that people who prioritize core values over material things report 30% higher life satisfaction. Living simply doesn't mean giving up everything. It's about focusing on what counts. Time with family, prayer, or doing good instead of getting lost in social media or endless work. Meet John, a 35-year-old engineer from Chicago. He worked 12-hour days, always drained from trying to keep up with colleagues and social media. Inspired by Carlo, he decided to simplify. He turned off phone notifications at night, spent 15 minutes praying, and ate dinner with his wife and kids. Within a month, he felt grounded, like he'd rediscovered himself. Your life is like a garden. If you plant too much without tending it, it becomes a mess. Carlo shows us to choose the seeds of faith and kindness to cultivate, so your soul's garden stays in bloom. What extra baggage are you carrying in your life? What could you let go of to focus on what truly matters? Today, take 10 minutes to jot down 3 things you want to prioritize, maybe family, faith, or a meaningful hobby. Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Think social media is just for showing off or arguing? Carlo Acutis turned tech into a tool for spreading faith and kindness. You can too. Known as the saint of the internet, Carlo used his coding skills to build websites sharing the miracles of the Eucharist. He didn't chase online fame but used tech to serve God and help others. Today, technology can be a double-edged sword. It connects us but can also trap us in comparison or negativity. Psychology research shows intentional social media use, like sharing positive content or learning, boosts happiness by up to 20%. Follow Carlo's lead. Use your phone or computer to spread light, whether it's a kind message, an uplifting post, or exploring your faith online. Mark, a 40-year-old salesman from Texas, used to spend hours scrolling Instagram, feeling down, comparing himself to others. After learning about Carlo, he shifted gears. He started posting faith-based quotes and joined an online prayer group. The result? He felt more fulfilled and inspired his friends too. Technology is like a fire. You can use it to warm a home or accidentally burn one down. Choose to use it to light up your life and others. How do you use technology daily? Could you use it to spread more positivity? Try sharing one positive post or message today, inspired by Carlo. Drop a comment to share your experience. Ever wonder why some relationships drain you while others lift you up? Carlo Acutis had the secret: compassion. Carlo cared deeply for others, from friends to homeless people on Milan streets. He didn't just act kindly, he listened and understood. Modern psychology confirms compassion. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes is key to strong relationships. A Stanford study found that practicing compassion lowers stress by 25% and builds happier connections. In marriage or friendships, pause, listen, and truly understand the other person. Carlo shows us compassion isn't just a feeling, it's a deliberate choice. David, 50, used to argue with his wife over small things. After reading about Carlo, he tried a new approach. Instead of reacting in anger, he listened to her and prayed for patience. Their conversations deepened, and their bond grew stronger. Relationships are like bridges connecting two people. Compassion is the sturdy bricks that keep the bridge standing through any storm. When was the last time you truly listened to a loved one without judgment? What's stopping you from doing it more? Spend 5 minutes today listening to someone important in your life without interrupting. Share how it felt in the comments. Ever asked yourself, what's my purpose in life? Carlo Acutis found his answer. Serving others is the key. He believed every small act for others brought him closer to God. Positive psychology agrees. People who serve their communities report 40% higher life satisfaction. Serving doesn't have to be grand. It can be helping a friend, volunteering, or smiling at a stranger. Carlo teaches us that life's meaning isn't in what we gain, but in what we give. Mike, a 45-year-old businessman, felt empty despite financial success. Inspired by Carlo, he joined a church charity to distribute food to the homeless. It not only brought him joy, but gave him a deeper sense of purpose. Life is like a river. If you hoard the water, it grows stale. But when you let it flow, sharing with others, it stays fresh and nourishes everything around it. What have you done lately to help someone without expecting anything in return? How did it make you feel? Do one small act of service this week, a kind word or a tangible deed. Share your story in the comments. When life feels like it's falling apart, what keeps you going? Carlo Acutis showed us that faith is the light that guides us through the darkest times. Facing leukemia at 15, Carlo didn't let pain defeat him. He offered his suffering to God and kept spreading kindness. Modern psychology calls this psychological resilience, finding meaning in hardship. A Yale study shows people with strong spiritual beliefs recover from crises 35% faster. Carlo teaches us that faith doesn't erase challenges, but gives us strength to move through them. When you face loss, conflict, or sadness, pray and seek meaning in your struggles. Tom, 30, lost his job during an economic downturn and slipped into depression. After reading about Carlo, he started praying and volunteering in his community. This gave him hope and eventually led to a new job. Faith is like a lifeboat in a storm. No matter how big the waves, it keeps you afloat and guides you to shore. What do you lean on during tough times? How can faith help you grow stronger? Next time you face a challenge, pause to pray and seek meaning. Share your journey in the comments to inspire others. Can a few minutes a day change your life? Carlo Acutis proved it with his prayer routine. Carlo called prayer his highway to God. He spent time daily connecting with God through the Eucharist and the Rosary. Psychology research shows prayer or meditation reduces stress by up to 40% and boosts well-being. Prayer doesn't have to be complex. Just a few quiet minutes talking to God like a friend. It helps you focus on what matters and find peace in a hectic world. Carlo shows us prayer keeps the flame of faith alive. James, a 55-year-old truck driver, was stressed by his grueling schedule. Inspired by Carlo, he started praying for 5 minutes each morning before driving. It calmed him and gave him guidance throughout the day. Prayer is like charging your soul's battery daily. Skip it, and you'll run out of energy fast. Do you make time each day to connect with something bigger than yourself? What's holding you back? Try spending 5 minutes daily this week praying or reflecting. Share how it feels in the comments. Are you holding on to hurts that keep you stuck? Carlo Acutis shows us forgiveness is the key to healing. Carlo emphasized that love and forgiveness are at the heart of Catholic faith. He forgave those who hurt him and encouraged others to do the same. Psychology supports this. A Stanford study found forgiveness cuts depression risk by 50% and improves mental health. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It's freeing yourself from resentment's weight. In relationships, forgiveness rebuilds trust and brings peace. Carlo teaches us forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Paul, 60, hadn't spoken to his brother in 10 years over a family feud. Inspired by Carlo, he called to reconcile. It wasn't easy, but it lifted a huge weight off his shoulders. Forgiveness is like unlocking a door in your soul. Open it, and light floods in, setting you free. Is there someone you need to forgive, even just a little? What's stopping you? Take a moment to think of someone you want to forgive. Write a letter, you don't have to send it, to release your feelings. Share your journey in the comments. Final practical exercise to follow St. Carlo Acutis' example. Try this exercise this week. Live simply. Each day, cut out one unnecessary thing, like 30 minutes of social media, and replace it with something meaningful, prayer, reading, or time with loved ones. Spread kindness. Do one small act to help someone, like sending an encouraging message or volunteering. Pray daily. Spend 5 minutes each day praying or reflecting to connect with God. Share your experience in the comments to spread Carlo's light. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos. You don't need to be a saint to live a holy life. Like Carlo Acutis, you can start with small steps today to bring light to yourself and those around you. You're not alone on this journey. Deep.